Okay, we're here with Kevin Huber, the president of the Board of Regents at University of the Pacific, and we're going to discuss with him today's announcement that University President Pamela Eibeck is retiring as of July 1st. Can you discuss, how long you've known about this?
Yes, I've known about this since last spring. The president came to me in the spring and expressed a desire to start a discussion regarding early retirement so that she could spend more time with her husband and her family. And so we started talking about the appropriate timing of that retirement.
So did you said you met last spring, and you took it to mean that this was going to be your last year?
We hadn't decided that at the time. There were a variety of options that we looked at in terms of what would be the appropriate timing from her implementation of some of the board initiatives that had been charged to the administration, as well as making sure that she felt comfortable that she was leaving with the university in a strong financial position and really set in a good position going forward.
So when did you know that this was going to be her final year?
Oh, not probably until September of this year, I would say. We talked about it at prior to the October board meeting, and she felt that she felt comfortable that leaving at the end of the fiscal calendar year, the 2019 fiscal calendar year, she felt comfortable that was a good time to go.
In any way, is this related to some of the issues that students and faculty have expressed about her leadership in recent months?
Well, I think obviously it would be easy for somebody to make that leap or that assumption, but no, it's not related. As I said, we started talking about this long before either the student protest or the faculty resolution were delivered to the university or to the board.
Why are you making this announcement today? Why today?
Well, we think that it's an appropriate time. The university's in a strong financial position. We have a board meeting coming up next week. We have a WASC accreditation coming up in March, and it seemed like an appropriate time to do it.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell us something about the woman who's going to be serving as the interim president?
Yes. Executive Vice President and Provost Maria Pallavicini. The board felt that Maria has really a deep understanding of how to best serve our students. She has a deep understanding of how to attract and retain quality faculty, and she has a deep understanding of how to deliver innovative academic programs. In addition, she's familiar with the initiatives that the board charged the administration with, and so we felt that from a continuity standpoint that she was the best choice.
Kevin, you mentioned that Dr. Eibeck took early retirement. What do you mean by that? Did she still have time on the agreement or contract she had with the university?
Yes, Bob. Her contract went to June 30th of 2022.
Did you have to reach a settlement over the final few years of her contract?
We basically came to a financial arrangement that I think I can't disclose what the terms of that are at this time, but I think it will be, when it's disclosed, it will be consistent with other retirement programs.
What do you want to say to the members of the Pacific community who have expressed various degrees of unhappiness in recent months?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say I appreciate the communication that we've had with multiple groups in the university community. We've spent the last couple of months meeting and listening to concerns. I am touched by the pride that every person we met with has in Pacific. I know we have a lot of work to do to build better communication. And I would say that this is a change in leadership, but it is not a change in the mission of the university.
So do you anticipate anything really substantive will change? Or does the Board of Regents, you think they want to continue kind of in the same path that the university has already been charting?
Well, I'm not sure I fully understand your question. The board has charged the administration with budget reallocations. Half of those budget reallocations are to reallocate funds to faculty and staff who are not being paid at the threshold that we as a board and the faculty adopted for compensation policies. So, yes, we want to continue with compensating our people fairly so that we can attract and retain good employees. We want to continue with programs, innovative academic programs that will attract students, both undergraduate, graduate, and professional students. And we want to continue to deliver on the promise of a student-centered education.
What is the process for hiring a new president, which obviously you'll have to start looking at?
So the university hasn't undergone a search for 10 years. There is a kind of standard process that universities follow where there is a committee that is developed throughout with different people from the university community. We will, the board will talk about what that process needs to look like over the next few weeks and months, and then we'll articulate that to the community and develop a committee and probably bring in an outside search firm that will assist us with that. It'll be a nationwide search, and I would anticipate that there'll be a lot of dialogue between now and through the end of this year, and then there'll be interviews and a series of whittling down to a certain number of candidates that are considered finalists.
Is it possible a candidate could already be here at the university right now?
It's possible. Maria Pallavicini has not expressed an interest in the job permanently, and whether there's another candidate that would be attractive to the search committee, I can't answer. Yeah.
What would your ideal candidate bring to the table?
The board's going to discuss that over the next few months, I'm sure, Bob, and also reach out to the university community for input on that. But broadly speaking, I would say that we would be looking for somebody who has a deep insight into the rapidly changing landscape of higher education. We would be looking for somebody who has a focus on delivering a student-centered quality education. We would be looking for somebody who can deliver innovative graduate, undergraduate, and professional programs, and somebody who strongly believes in the mission of the university.
And what do you kind of feel President Eibeck's best accomplishments or top accomplishments were over her 9 years here?
Oh, I think first of all, I think I and the board are very proud of the accomplishments under President Eibeck's tenure, and I can list off several of them. So the Strategic Investment Fund that provided basically venture capital money to start new investment programs was started under her. Our endowment grew from $157 million to over $450 million, almost tripled. Our asset value is almost doubled. It has doubled. Our net revenue has gone from $200 million to $260 million. The Beyond the Gates program that has reached out into the community, the various clinics that we operate that continue to reach into the San Francisco and Sacramento communities, and the restructuring of the McGeorge Law School the acquisition and refurbishment of the building in San Francisco that now not only houses the Degoni School, but is a San Francisco campus. Sacramento is no longer just the McGeorge School of Law. It is a Sacramento graduate campus. We have a lot to be proud of over President Eibeck's tenure.
You mentioned the university and the timing of this now being that the university's in good financial footing, but there are challenges ahead that have been pretty well publicized. I don't need to go into them, but maybe for who's going to be stepping into this position, what are some of the challenges that that individual will be faced with initially as they take over?
Yeah, I think the biggest challenge is uncertainty in enrollment. Higher education nationally is being questioned. The value proposition is being questioned. So a question of, just whether it's worth it to go to college. And so that's probably one of the biggest. We have, as any business knows, we have increasing costs in healthcare and other operating costs. So this is in addition to being an institute of higher education, it's a large business with lots of employees and a very complex institution with 3 campuses in 3 cities. So those are all challenges.
You good?
Okay,
Okay.
Thanks.
thank you.
Great. Yeah. Thank you.